What is going on, everybody?
Hold on.
JJ's finally on his way.
We shook hands. Sorry, I don't know where you were. We didn't know what to do with our hands, so we did something. I don't know what to do with my hands right now. I don't know what to do.
What's up?
Can you shut off 5, please? Thank you.
Let's go. What's going on? Nico, how are you, buddy? Good to see you.
Oh, Tony, you good?
I'm great.
All right, sounds good.
What's going on, Eddie? Good to see you. We got Josh Rio up on the right, Ryan Southall on the left. We got a good matchup tonight. Two of my favorite teams going head to head. Rio off the head bin. What is this? And so this is called Candlepin bowling. It is the best kind of bowling there is. And tonight we were at Riverwalk Lanes in Amesbury, Massachusetts. This is the Friday Night Pro League, and it's a travel league that travels around. The home team is in black, and the visitors are in green tonight. Rio making a nice 10 to finish. Ryan Southall with a 9. Early lead going to Academy Lanes. Okay. Calling it now. Mark Ricci gave up already. Rio all over the head pin, but nothing going for him. Ryan, much worse of a throw, but much better of a lead. Rio trying to use the wood, seeing if that would work, but unfortunately it did not. Ryan with a nice spare. Riverwalk retaking the lead. Actually, technically it's a tied game now, but they are up a ball still. Okay, next we got Justin Scali up on the right, Jeff Buggea on the left. Scali returning from an injury recently. Where is this? This is Riverwalk Lanes, Amesbury, Massachusetts. There's a triangle up on the left. Oh! Jeff Buggea with a great first ball there. Leaving just the 7 pin standing. Oh, we got Gary this Tuesday, Damon. Are you going to be ready? Are you going to be watching? I am the defending King of the River, and I will be recording that on Sunday, yes. Scali trying to use the piece of wood, but didn't quite make it. Buggea trying to use the wood also, and it does not go. Yeah, Riverwalk Lanes doesn't have electronic scoring here, so it is still just pencil and paper here. So I will give you updates as best I can, but it is hard to do. Why is it called Riverwalk Lanes? So there's a nice river that goes right through the heart of downtown Amesbury, and there's a little trail that goes along it, and it's called the Riverwalk. And so this is the Riverwalk Lanes. It's right off of the Riverwalk Trail. Great ball from Justin Scali. Cora, what is going on? Good to see you. What's the line for this? I think it's a pretty close line. I'm going to give Riverwalk the advantage by 10 pins, if I had to put a line out there. 10 pins per game. It's not hard to switch. You just have to expect it to be a different kind of throw that you make. You're not going to hook the ball here. You're going to throw much more of a hard straight ball. It's easier to go from Candlepin to 10 pin than it is 10 pin to Candlepin, in my opinion. But obviously I'm coming from a Candlepin background. I got Matt Soucy up on the right and JJ Tourigny on the left. Same 10 pins in the same configuration as 10 pin here. What kind of bowling is this? This is called Candlepin bowling, and it is the best kind of bowling there is. Soucy, half Worcester to the right. JJ with the same exact ball, but got a lot more action out of it. Candlepin bowling is pretty much a very exclusive to northern New England and Atlantic Canada. Whoa! Soucy gonna bring it to the left just a little bit. There it is, all over it. JJ had a great ball, and I don't understand what's going on here. I have never, well, I don't think I've ever done that, Sankey. I don't think I have. If I did, I would make a video about it, that's for sure. You played this in Maine? Yeah. Candlepin bowling is huge up in Maine. I feel a lot better than I have the past few weeks, yes. Yeah, you actually get to use the fallen pins to help make your spares and your tens here. Well, guys, the great balls there, but didn't seem to want to go. It's been tough today. Yeah, Candlepin bowling is a lot more fun, in my opinion, than 10-pin bowling. It's much faster paced, and it's just a more fun game, in my opinion. I still got that cough. No, I still need a virtual cough drop, because that's the only thing that's left right now. The rest of me feels 100% better. I am on YouTube tonight also, Corey, yes. We are on YouTube and TikTok tonight, and already YouTube has double the amount of people watching than TikTok does, which is crazy. You can't loft it the whole lane. So if you look, there's 10 feet down, there's another line on the lane. That's called the lob line. Your ball's to make contact with the lane prior to that, or else it's a foul ball, same as if it goes on the gutter. So this is not a straight game. This is definitely a spare game more than anything else, or a 10 game even. So to get a strike, you're going to want to hit the head pin. But it is, you can hit a perfect shot 10 times in a row. You might only get a strike one time. It is, the strikes are lucky. The skill is in the your second ball when you make your spares. Good ball from Starner right there, but well, it would still be a foul ball if you did that, Presley. And then you'd probably get kicked out if you continue to do it, because it would damage the lane, and that's not what they want. You watch without clicking? You don't like it? You should.
First like that in 2 months, and I got no marks.
Okay, Starner on the head pin. Great ball. Keep falling for him. One more. Oh, so close. What's going on, Kathy? Good to see you. There is a lot more space down there in between those pins than it looks like. There's actually 12 inches in between each of those pins. There's the solid 10 there from Jeff Walsh. What's going on, Lee? Good to see you, buddy. Oh, I see. Yeah, sometimes that's got to be better to not see the comments. The max score in a game is 300. If you can throw 12 strikes just like in 10-pin, it is a 300. It is. We are the only 2 people in here right now. This is a very small house. There's only 8 lanes here, and right now we just happen to be the only ones. And there are 3 lanes open for the public, but so anyway, we got Brian Fuller Jr. to the right, Mark Ricci, owner here of Riverwalk Lanes, up on the left. There are no oil in these lanes. Nope. Candlepin generally doesn't oil their lanes. Yep. We use the same bowling shoes that 10-pin users do. You know, the Dexters, all that stuff. I wish they had this by you also. Candlepin bowling should be a much more national sport than it is right now. Ricci, nice 10. I mean, you see us slide, so we could definitely not just use regular sneakers on these lanes. It would hurt. It would hurt a lot. Ryan Fuller Jr. way to the left right there. Mark Ricci off to the right. Ryan Fuller Jr. grew up on these lanes. His grandmother used to be the owner here. A long time ago. It doesn't require speed, but it helps. Speed on your ball can definitely help get more pin action than a slower ball. Scoring is almost the same as 10-pin. First ball is still a strike, second ball is still a spare. Your third ball is total pinfall only, no bonuses. No, there's still a protective coating on it, and you got to remember, we're only throwing a 2-pound ball instead of a 16-pound ball like you do in 10-pin, so the oil isn't necessary. Did 10-pin bowling or candlepin bowling come first? It depends on how you look at it. Modern 10-pin bowling came out after modern candlepin bowling, but modern 10-pin bowling really is a variation from the 9-pin bowling that was around before that, and that was around a long time before, so. So because this is an older lane, the ball returns are on the outside rather than the inside. So in order to put their balls on the correct side, they have to actually move them all over halfway. I mean, it's not hard to hook the ball. It's hard to hook the ball well, though. There's no oil on the lanes, so if you wanted to try to hook it, it would hook too much.
Mistake, buddy.
Oh. Yes, we just started. This is the third and fourth frames for each bowler. So, of game one. We got plenty to go. Was duckpin before candlepin? If you say so. I'm not 100% sure on that, but I'm not bowling tonight. I'm here just watching the same as you guys tonight. Well, it's hard to get an angle on it without a hook on your ball. You know, like, you generally just want to throw a hard straight ball if you can, and it's hard to get that angle without throwing it really, really fast.
Why?
It is possible to get a strike, yes. It is just, it's very hard in Candlepin to throw strikes. Anybody else bowling at the alley? Not right now, no. There are a few open lanes if people want to use it, but this is a travel league, so there's only 2 teams here right now. Sorry about the cough, guys. Riverwalk lanes opened up in the 1940s, I think 1943. So you're talking about a little over 80 years old for these lanes.
A little bit.
Yeah, it was Lafayette lanes for a long, long time. What's going on, man boy? Good to see you, my man. Yep, still in use. Had a little bit of a time when it was not in use while they were in between owners, but other than that, it's been open and ready to go for the past 80 years. It's been awesome. Where is this bowling alley? This is Riverwalk Lanes in Amesbury, Massachusetts. No, these lanes are not a couple hundred years old, no.
I remember you saying something about it.
1940s is when it opened, so 80 years old. No, if a ball goes in the gutter, it does not count.
I mean, you're on 10-pin, you want to be on 10-pin. but you normally like.
Nice. What's the Candlepin place up in Portland? I've been to Portland a bunch of times. I didn't know there was a Candlepin place there.
Yeah. Yes, sir.
Yes. Yeah. If ball goes in the gutter and knocks a pin down, it is no good. House record here is Keith Beaupre with a 194
Fixes things, yeah.
for riverwalk lanes. Before that, it was Brian Fuller Jr. with a 224. But that was when it was Lafayette lanes. So this kind of bowling is called Candlepin bowling. It is the best kind of bowling there is. There's 10 pins in the same configuration as 10-pin bowling. Yep, this high score is still 300. If you throw 12 strikes, just like in 10-pin, it is still 300. It's just never happened before. In the history of the game, a 300 has never been thrown. Just strikes are so hard to get. Jeff, I feel like these are some of the things that you copy and or you're copying and pasting. I've been to the Big 20. No, generally a hard straight throw is what you want to throw in Candlepin.
Boy, come on, push it.
Okay,
Come on.
if I remember when he comes back here, I will, Ryan. You generally always want to use your own balls. You can use the house balls, of course, but they're not going to be like they're going to be varying weight and everything.
Oh, that's right. No, it's on 420.
You know what? Because you spent the $2 on it, happy birthday, bend over. I mean, a name like that, I don't mind saying. Okay,
No. They'll put it out.
that one's not too bad. It is like Canadian bowling. I don't know what you mean by Canadian
Oh,
bowling.
push it. Come on.
They do have this in Canada, yes.
Back ball, go get that stick.
Yes, I've been to the Big 20. That's not too far away from Amesbury, honestly. Really, it's like 45 minutes away, so if I go to a main place, that's generally where I'm going to go. You bowl 10-pin bowling, not real bowling. This is real bowling also, believe it or not. Both of those sound good, but I don't do 10-pin bowling, so I can't tell you too much about 10-pin bowling. Yeah, I've enjoyed it every single time I've gone there. I did one of the Candlepins for Cancer tournaments up there recently. That was the last time I went up there. It's not, you're not throwing it as hard as you can, but you do want to throw a fastball, Elijah. Generally, you don't want to hook the ball. Generally, a hard straight ball works the best in Candlepin. Yeah, okay. Not quite, Lee. I have never done well there. I don't know what it is. Have I ever gone 10-pin bowling, Emily? Yes. I have gone 10-pin bowling before. There's a couple places locally that I could go 10-pin bowling. I'm just not as big of a fan as Candlepin. Where 10-pin talks about the revolutions on the ball, Candlepin talks about the speed on the ball. Speed and accuracy is what Candlepin bowling is all about. Not necessarily max velocity, because accuracy is still the most important thing. But yes, you do want to throw a faster, more accurate ball. I don't know if I have a high score in 10-pin bowling. I know I've thrown like a 160 before. I always wanted to try 5-pin bowling. You like my podcast? I haven't done that podcast in a year or two. So generally, if you want to compare what a 10-pin average is compared to a Candlepin, basically cut it in half. If you can cut it in half, it's basically what your Candlepin average would be, if you continuously did it. Where are we bowling? This is Riverwalk Lanes, Amesbury, Massachusetts. A good score is 100. If you can average 100 in most leagues, you're going to be one of the best bowlers in your league. If you can average a 120, you can bowl with these guys. And if you can average a 135, you'll be the best in the game. Yeah, it generally, a lot of bowlers will bowl softball in the summer because it is a relatively similar motion. Yeah, 279, that's a great game. Yes, exactly, because the ball is smaller and the pins weigh actually more than the ball themselves. The pins weigh 2 pounds 8 ounces and the ball cannot weigh that much. I want to try 9 pin sometime too. That's another one I haven't tried before. Where's Conrad? He bowls for a different team. He bowls for the Millis team, I think. Ryan Fuller Jr. on the head pin. Susie. Ryan Borney said hi. Do you know him? Ryan Borney? Bornay. Maybe I'm pronouncing it wrong. He says he knows you. Oh. Burner. Bernor. I was close with it. You'll see in Candlepin a lot of people have a fancy leg kick with their throws. These lanes are regularly in the New England states. Yep, that's exactly it. That's the only place you're really going to find it is northern New England and Atlantic Canada. Yeah, 9 pin I'm going to try sometime. Yep, a strike is the same as 10 pin bowling, yes. You get 2 bonus balls out of your next frame. Eddie, I'm doing good. How about you? Are the lanes piled? What do you mean by piled like 10 pin? This league taking members, you have to, they're not taking any new teams. So if you want to join one of them, you have to get one of the captains to put you on the team. These guys are all very good at this. Yep, this is a pro Candlepin league. It's a travel league that travels around. It is scratch, no handicap. That's what makes it the pro league. Oh, nice try from Rio. That should have kicked over. Nobody's really having a great game, I think, right now, but... Whoa, nice shot from Rio. Rachel, how are you? Yeah, this is a very small house. Only 8 lanes. A nice social club right behind us attached to it. So if you ever wanted cheap drinks, this is the place to go. Yeah, smash that like button. Only 17 likes with 300 people watching. That's not okay. We should have at least. Oh, there's a strike there from Rio. Let's go. You have a surprise for me, Rachel. Oh boy, I love surprises. The ball can weigh anywhere from 2 pounds 4 ounces to 2 pounds 7 ounces. A galaxy! Rachel, you are way too kind to me. 2 galaxies? Rachel! Oh, you're the best. You are too kind to me, Rachel. Thank you. Well, don't leave now that you saw a strike. Let's keep it going. Yeah, it's nice that that TikTok's finally back on the App Store, so we can buy them. People can like resubscribe. What would happen if you put a 10-pin ball down on these lanes? Remember, it's not regular, it's 10-pin. Yes, so the machine in the back is not capable of taking a 10-pin ball. So if you threw one down there, it would break the machine in the back. So don't ever do that. We are at Riverwalk Lanes in Amesbury, Massachusetts. My personal best is a 164. Did that a few years ago. Would really like to beat that sometime soon. I say that all the time, but I haven't even come close to it anytime recently. Yeah, Brunswick did that. Yes, he did. YouTube cannot compete with TikTok with the likes. That is 100% sure. We're at 3.9 thousand likes on TikTok, 24 right now on YouTube. So, always pitting you guys against each other. Yeah, your average candlepin bowler for men, or at least, are going to throw between 30 and 35 miles an hour. Rachel with 130. Chili peppers coming through. Man boy with 52 chili peppers. What about duckpin versus candlepin? Candlepin just better. They're still coming through. Rachel with 250 so far. Oh my lord. I love it. Rachel, you are too kind to me. Man boy coming through. 52 before the full playing cards. Already up to 60 something now. Whew. 50% of the live goal is now complete, guys. I should have my own ESPN show. At least, like, put me on the Ocho. That's all I'm asking. Caps with 100 chili peppers. Thank you. Love this right now. Let's go. I don't go 10-pin bowling very often, no. Maybe once a year, maybe twice a year, just to do something a little different. No, duckpin ball is about an inch bigger than a candlepin ball. Duckpin balls are 5.5 inches wide, and candlepin balls only 4.5 inches. Oh my God, they're still coming in. Man boy over 200. Rachel at 500. Wow. Yes, you always are going to want to use your own gear. Just for consistency purposes. A house ball is going to get damaged throughout the year, you know. So you're always going to want to use that. And then especially like your shoes, you want to have nice shoes. Man boy with 300 chilies. Captain with another 100. You guys are awesome. You guys are way too kind to me. How many views do I average on TikTok? It all depends. I'd say I average somewhere around the 20 to 30,000 every live that I do. 642 chilies from Rachel. Another 46 from Manboy. Woo! I did watch the Four Nations. Yeah, I watched the finals as late as I could. I go to bed early, but no, generally you want to throw a hard straight ball and get it. Nice shot from Soucy. Yeah, it is not just an East Coast thing, it is a Northeast thing. It is only in northern New England and Atlantic Canada. No such thing as overboard, Rachel, but well, thank you. I very much appreciate that. That's awesome. No, not a wooden ball. No, it is made from the same material that like 10-pin balls are, urethane or rubber. Yes, it is still a strike if you knock the ball down your first ball, and you want to aim at the head pin, not straight on, or else you're going to punch it straight through. You kind of want to hit the head pin off to the side. These are the only two tonight. Yes. This is a travel league. So right now there's just one home team, one visiting team, and there's no open bowlers for some reason right now. Thank you, man boy. I appreciate every gift you guys ever give. I really, really do. It's not the exact same as 10-pin because 10-pin you want to hit it on the side. Candlepin you generally just want to throw it straight right through. Yep, there's 10 pins in the same configuration as 10-pin bowling. I am not playing tonight, no. This is the Pro League, and while I'm good enough to sub in once in a while, I'm generally not good enough to be an active member of the league. Well, you're going to have to take the trip up here from Connecticut. Connecticut's not that far away. You could do it. Are the pins wooden? No. The pins are, I believe, like rubber, like a hard rubber. Oh, nice try. But the pins last a long time. Candlepin pins last an average of about 15 to 20 years, believe it or not, which is not the case in 10-pin. Nope, not filled with something. Is that pulling ball? What does that even mean? Ellen. No, we haven't been on long. This is still game 1 right now. It is impossible, Nathan, to throw a perfect game in Candlepin. A 300 has never happened in the 140 years of this hit game. Tuesday, Friday, Rachel. Every Tuesday and Friday I'm live, and then every once in a while you'll get Sundays or Wednesdays, but generally Tuesday, Friday for sure. A good score is 100. If you can average 100 in most leagues, you're going to be one of the best bowlers in the league. If you can average a 120, you can bowl with these guys. And if you can average a 135, you'll be the best in the game. Nice shot, Mark Ricci. No, duck pin bowling is slightly different. Duck pin pins look more like 10 pins, but really short. And their ball is a little bit bigger. It's Mark Ricci right there. Why 3 throws instead of 2? Because this game is really hard, and it really just helps with your final score. The balls can be slightly different weights, but generally when you buy a set of balls, all 4 of those are going to be the same weight.
You know I fix them. I swear I never fix them all the time. You have to bring up the logic. All right, fine.
They remember when you hammered it.
I'm not going to say I haven't thrown a few wrenches back.
Oh, I did. I gave them the 10-pin advantage for the line earlier. What kind of bowling is this? This is Candlepin bowling, and it is the best kind of bowling there is. No oil on the lanes. Mark Ricci still can't find that 5-pin. Oh, can't keep it on the lane. Oh, it definitely is. I bark in my sleep. Candlepin bowling is the best kind of bowling. Now, see, there's a question that I've never got before. How deep are the gutters? I will ask and I will find out. Emily, have you tried Candlepin bowling? Because you have to try it to say it's better or not. Scoring is almost the same. Well, this is actually older than 10-pin bowling, believe it or not. Scali, how deep are the gutters usually? Do you know? Mark, how deep are the gutters? Generally.
All the way in most Candlepin alleys, anywhere from 3 to 5 inches deep.
Okay. 3 to 5 inches deep, according to the owner here.
More often than not, they're around 3 or 4. But I've seen some wicked deep gutters back in the day.
Okay. Yep, so Mark Ricci says 3 to 5 inches, generally 3 to 4,
A
but
lot of Candlepin houses will take the gutters that are down by the pin decks and raise them up a little bit to some action off of the side.
okay. He says that the gutters that are down in the pits, basically, some centers will raise them up a little bit to try to help with pin action. Yeah, see, there you go. John, what's happening, buddy? Good to see you. Lanes are the exact same length as a 10-pin lane. 60 feet long, 4 feet wide. You could spin the ball, but it's not going to help you. Yeah, no, believe it or not, bark in my sleep, Candlepin bowling has been around longer than 10-pin bowling. Candlepin bowling began around the 1880s, and what you know as modern 10-pin bowling wasn't around until the 1890s. It's always the worst when you move away from Candlepin, you never get to do it again. Where are the other lanes started? It's a small house, so, you know, they don't necessarily get a ton of people here all the time. Are the pins weighted on the bottom? No, there is no top or bottom. They are completely symmetrical. What are you saying about 40 miles an hour, Jeff? Because these guys throw between 30 and 35 for the most part. Do I ever play in other states? Only the close by states, because Candlepin bowling isn't in a lot of different states. So you'll see it a lot in Massachusetts, New Hampshire, and Maine are the big three. And then Vermont has a couple. There's one in New York State and one in Ohio, but that's about it. 55 to 60 would be impressive, Jay Bush. Yes, you get 3 throws here. First ball still a strike, second ball still a spare. Third ball is total pinfall only. Great ball from Scali. Come on. Wait for it. It's hit. It was hit. Doesn't want to go, though. Yeah, the pins do weigh more than the ball. I wish someone would bring it to Florida, too, but we're going to need somebody with some money who wants to really invest in this game. That's really what it is. We need someone with some money who wants to invest in the game. Yeah, this is all I knew growing up. 10-pin bowling was big ball bowling. It was weird. The balls can weigh from 2 pounds 4 ounces to 2 pounds 7 ounces. How do you become a pro? A lot of practice, honestly. This is not duck pin. Nope, this is called Candlepin. Duck pin pins look more like 10 pins, but short, and their ball is a little bit bigger. But yeah, if you want to go pro in this, you have to practice a lot, get decent, and then join as many tournaments as you can. Now, Mark's voice definitely sticks out. No, because it's only a 2-pound ball, so you don't generally hurt your shoulder too much. I say that as I know a couple people have, but generally it's a knee issue than it is more of a shoulder issue. I do. I get constant repeating questions, but that's okay because it's always somebody's first time seeing this, and I want to make sure everyone knows what they're seeing. That is Matt Soucy right there, yes. It is super fast paced, yes. It's a hard rubber. They generally don't hook the ball. Generally you throw a hard straight ball. Ah, that's awesome. I love it, Emily. Every Tuesday and Friday night I go live. With the exception, in a few weeks, I will be gone for 10 days. So I won't be live in the middle of March, but where's this located? Yeah, Riverwalk Lanes, Amesbury, Massachusetts. I like to think I'm pretty patient, yes. Yes, I can do that for you, Rachel. Yep, this is Massachusetts right here. This is Riverwalk Lanes, Amesbury, Massachusetts. This is Candlepin bowling. It is the best kind of bowling there is. He's talking with Mark Ricci right now, Rachel, otherwise I would. Why are they skinny? Because those are candle pins. They're supposed to look like candles. There's definitely a strategy, but not for strikes. Strikes really you are throwing it hard and hoping for the best. The strategy in Candlepin is in your spares and your tens. Scoring is almost the same as 10-pin bowling. But the third throw is the only difference. What if you say 10-pin bowling is better? You can say that. But if you've never tried Candlepin, it doesn't hold much weight to me. No, no oil on the lanes. No, these are just straight wooden lanes.
Should have kept it on the ball. I would have pushed it.
Since you never seen you all the way, so yeah, that makes sense.
I'll see you next week. Thank you.
Okay. He says he'll see you next week, Rachel. Man, boy, with a happy Friday. I like that too. Yeah, the half Worcester is always the worst when you just punch out two. This is not what they played before bowling. This is bowling.
Nice out, Johnny.
Generally, a faster ball is better, yeah. Wow, that pin was hit. How does it not fall down? How does that pin not fall? Let's go. Unbelievable. Top Egg is watching. I think there's different ball manufacturers, yeah. Not many, but there's a couple. No. Yeah, no hooking in the game, really. Jeff Walsh. With the half Worcester. That is when you just take out either the 3.9 or the 2.8. Generally between 30 and 35 miles an hour, Liam. Thanks, kid. I love you too. The Top Egg is my older son that you guys never get to see. And always with the jokes. Hey, from Greece, welcome. Hopefully you're enjoying some nice Candlepin bowling. Does the pocket exist? It's not in the same way as in 10-pin, no. Generally, you just want to hit the head pin off to the side rather than fully on the side like you do in 10-pin. We like to make it hard on ourselves, and this is called Candlepin bowling. It's a bowling variation found almost exclusively in the northeast United States and Atlantic Canada. Whoa, they falling for Fuller right now. Netanyahu, always good to see you from Kansas. You are allowed to hook the ball, but generally it is not the best strategy in Candlepin. As a matter of fact, it is a pinned video. I have the first in only 300 in the history of Candlepin bowling, yes. This is called Candlepin bowling, and it is the best kind of bowling there is. That is 100% true, Sly Guy. Oh, great ball. One more for him. He deserves it. No oil on the lanes. Nope, it is a straight wooden lane. Candlepin, C-A-N-D-L-E. Like a candle that you light for light. I don't know what the fastest ball ever thrown was. I could tell you some guys can throw it up 50 miles an hour, but yes, you could actually fit two balls in between the pins. There's 12 inches between the pins, and the ball is only 4.5 inches wide. So the ball will 100% fit in between two pins. You don't have to rent the Candlepin balls. They are just available for free to use. Well, we are in the United States, Tristan. Riverwalk is up 11 pins right now, but Academy does have one mark. So it is a close game right now. This is Riverwalk Lanes in Amesbury, Massachusetts. Guy on the right looks like a... What? I don't know who you're talking about there. Because Rio looks nothing like Richard Simmons. Yes. And this place, scoring is still done with pencil and paper, yes. Yeah, no, I mean, if you saw the lane numbers changed and everything, it was an April 1st video, so. Oh, yeah, no. So they switch every 2 frames. So because the ball returns are on the outside rather than in the middle, they actually have to switch everything back and forth. There is none of this in Iceland. He's got some good pin action for sure right now. I do throw well, Barbara, thank you, but still not quite good enough to bowl with these guys all the time. Moving behind the pins on the left. The only thing that's behind the pins, there's like a curtain back there to stop the ball from hitting the machine in the back. So if you're seeing something waving, it is probably just the curtain. Yeah, it makes sense to you, never have seen this before. It is very, very regional in pretty much only here in northern New England, Atlantic Canada. You can yeet the ball, as you said, but the ball still does have to be contact with the lane prior to that lob line out there. Or else the foul ball, same as if it goes in the gutter, so. No, PBA is 10 pin only. Yes, that's exactly what it is. It is the leather curtain back there. No, there is no 10 pin bowling here. This is just a Candlepin house. I believe it's leather. Yep, lanes are the exact same length and width as a 10 pin lane. I'm actually getting better. I'm getting over the cold finally, Barbara. I sound a lot better tonight than I did last week and the week before. 10 pins in the same configuration as 10 pin bowling. You get 3 throws per frame. First ball is still a strike, second ball is still a spare, third ball is total pinfall only. I don't know, I'm not getting to see the Central 3 matchup tonight, so. No, I actually, Jimmy, I was told that there is one Candlepin house in Germany. I have no confirmation on that. But I was told there's an old army base that has a few lanes of Candlepin in it. Somebody back in one of the times we had a base in Germany, and they set up a couple Candlepin lanes, but Jeff, so close to it. Oh, thank you, Jim. I appreciate it. Yep. The more Candlepin coverage, the better. Yeah, if you could ever get confirmation about that, the Candlepin lane in Germany, I would like that. But I don't know. I've only heard it one time. These guys are very, very good bowlers. Yes, it is certainly. If it looks easy. Oh, there's a strike from Soucy. Nice shot. Let's go. JJ Tourigny with just as good a ball there. No reason that doesn't go. Hey, what's going on, Dad's Games?
We got right forward now.
Yeah, I don't do any duck pin coverage, but I do lots of Candlepin coverage. Oh, is that Mr. McCarthy right there? Soucy with the half Worcester there. I just saw Travis earlier today, Josh. We both happened to be at Sylvan Street for lunch. No oil on the lanes. Nope. They do get like a protective coating on it once in a while, but as far as oil, like you know it, in 10 pin, no oil on the lanes. Yeah, we actually get to use the fallen pins to make our spares and our 10s. John, this is all I grew up on was Candlepin. Like I knew 10 pin was a thing, but we never actually did it, you know? Yep, the games have all started. This is actually the end of game 1 right now. Where do they play Candlepin the most? Right here. Massachusetts, New Hampshire, and Maine are the big 3. And then, obviously, Atlantic Canada, too. But I don't know a lot about the Canadian bowlers. This should be a big thing. Loving kindness, good to see you, too. What sport is this? This is called Candlepin bowling, and it is the best kind of bowling there is. Yes, the pins are narrower and lighter. Your average 10 pin pin is 3 pounds 6 ounces. These are 2 pounds 8 ounces. How long has this been around? Believe it or not, this has been around since the 1880s. Keglin, I've heard about that. It's a slightly different sport than this, but I think they use the same kind of ball. This is normal bowling around here, Lukey Pookie. No, if the ball goes in the gutter and comes out, it does not count. Send me a link to it if you can, or let me know like where it is, Top Dog. That way I can check it out. Strikes are not very common. Your average pro bowler throws about 1 strike per game on average. Yeah, that's all we did on Saturday mornings was watch Candlepin bowling. You'd watch your Saturday morning cartoons, and then you would watch Candlepin bowling right after. That's what you did. No, believe it or not, your shoulder doesn't really hurt with this. It is not all about speed, it's all about accuracy. Speed just helps. I'm not bowling today, nope. We should get together soon. I agree. Who's the best player I've ever seen? Tommy Olsta, probably. Just one of the greatest ever to do it. Belmonte's a two-handed bowler, though, isn't he? That's not going to help him here in Candlepin. I mean, if he's going to show up, I'll make him a mod. Yeah, so on your second ball, it is a spare. On your third ball, it is not a spare. It is just a 10 on your third ball. So much like in 10 pin, the spares on your second ball are the same as it is here. And you get one ball at your next frame. Your third throw is just total pin only. Yeah, you generally don't want to curve the ball too much. This is a very old bowling center. Been around since the 1940s. That's one of the best parts of it. You get to throw the ball really as hard as you can if you want. And I think it helps with some anger issues. Chris Sargent and Ralph Sem both have a 245. Mark Ricci. Great ball for the 7. Two pins, Riverwalk wins by. Yeah, most strikes in the game, I believe, is 7. Which is crazy to me. That is a lot of strikes for Candlepin. Highest game you can get is still a 300. It has never happened in the history of the game. 245 is the most that's ever happened. I do not think it will ever happen. No. I would love for it to. But as with all bowling, Candlepin bowling is a dying sport. And since it's not getting any bigger, it seems to be harder and harder to get that 300. Only Canada and America. There's none in England at all.
It's too cold for that. It's too cold for that.
Ryan Southall, great first pitch. Leaving just the 2 over there on the left-hand side. See you later, Josiane. Oh, Ryan Southall just missing that one. The lanes are 60 feet long, same length as a 10-pin lane. The biggest differences between Candlepin and duckpin are the ball size and the pin size. And the fact that we leave the fallen pins up there to make our spares and our 10s. Rio has, what does he have 300 of in him? That's the real question with Rio. The pins are pretty much a solid rubber. 10 pins are not made the same way. They more have like an outside coating on them. And these are just solid. Where am I located right now? This is Riverwalk Lanes in Amesbury, Massachusetts. Jeff, I just answered that. It's a hard rubber. Both of them came from 9-pin, believe it or not, Cliff. So 9-pin was around back in the early 1800s. And then when that became illegal, different variations came out. And one of them is Candlepin, one of them is 10-pin, duckpin, 5-pin, all came around. I don't know. Yeah, I think they still are in wear. Your average pro is going to average about a 115 to a 120. Okay. Someone's going to throw a strike the next time people get up. Calling it now. Yes, they get 3 throws per frame. Your first ball is still a strike. Your second ball is still a spare. Your third ball is total pinfall only. Yeah, it all depends on what each individual person has for balls. They both just happen to use red balls. Okay, it's a close match though still. Central 3 with the win over Academy. Yep. At least one of these two are going to throw a strike right here. I'm calling it now. It is good to see Scali back, yes. JJ with the half Worcester, which means Soucy's throwing a strike. You can put her on the board right now. I tried to call it, but it didn't work. The ball can weigh anywhere from 2 pounds 4 ounces to 2 pounds 7 ounces. I don't know what she means by the Mexican person. It's probably, I probably did jinx it. Yeah, Max does the strike app a lot to play Candlepin. Whoa. Soucy with the 10. It's a fast-paced game untucked, and it just really, it sucks people in. It really does. That's why Candlepin bowling is the best kind of bowling there is. Yeah, I got nice green and black ones. When I watch 10-pin bowling, I'm generally pretty bored by it. That is rough. That is just the 1-8 right there for JJ Tourigny. Nope, this is actual bowling right here in Nang. This is called Candlepin bowling. It is the best kind of bowling there is. This is not duckpin bowling. There are synthetic lanes also, yeah. It all depends on where you go, how updated the place is. Well, I mean, you always just want to knock down as many pins as you can. Wow. Wow. There's times when that wood helps, and there's times when that wood is a roadblock up there. We start at 7:30 on Friday nights. It is harder than 10-pin bowling, yes. It's harder to score, at least. One of the best Candlepin bowlers right now, Danny Harris, Justin Waters, Josh Daly, me, Brian Fuller Jr. Yeah, that's because of that piece of wood that was laying down in front of it. It just completely blocked it. It was terrible. Oh, best bowler is Gary, yes. The best bowler is Gary. And we'll be seeing Gary on Tuesday. Can't wait for that. No, the third ball is literally just total pinfall only. The balls go anywhere from 2 pounds 4 ounces to 2 pounds 7 ounces. And they use a Candlepin ball. Gary, yes. If you can imagine Chuck Norris went Candlepin bowling, that is Gary. Yes, yep. You could come in right now and go open bowling. We've got plenty of open Candlepin bowling to do. Anytime you wanted to, you could come in here and go do it. What is ounces? There's 16 ounces in a pound. So it's a little less than 2.5 pounds. It is very niche, yes. I have found my niche online, and this is it. No, you know what? There is one Candlepin place outside of Cincinnati, yes. But it's the only one in Ohio. I've seen people use a wrist guard, yeah. It's not nearly as common as it is in 10-pin, but I've seen people use it. They do 2 frames here before the next person comes up. And it all depends on the league. My Tuesday league is 5 frames at a time. This one's 2 frames at a time, but strikes are not common. They're certainly possible, yes, but you're just not going to see a whole lot of them. Candlepin is a spare game. It's about hitting the head pin as best you can and make your spares afterward. Ricci, just off to the head pin right there. Fuller on the head pin, leaving just the 5-pin standing. Who is Gary? Gary is, you'll have to wait and see. If you watch Tuesday night, you will see who Gary is. He's really just a regular guy, but my chat, for some reason, adopted him as the greatest bowler of all time. The whole story was we had a couple people in the chat making fun of him, and the chat just all of a sudden went and treated him like Chuck Norris, and then really were making fun of the people who were making fun of him, and everybody at that point loved Gary. So yes, so Tuesday is my regular league. So we start at 7 o'clock Tuesday, 7 o'clock Eastern time. Yep, if you hit a pin in the gutter and it comes out, it is a foul ball. I believe the ball would cover five boards, right? Each of those boards are an inch, and the ball is 4.5 inches wide. Where's the gutter? It's the blue things on the side. That's what I'm hoping for. Gary's a big draw. Gary is a big draw, so I'm excited for it. And then, of course, we get Sherelle and Jeanette also, so. Fell asleep. That's interesting. It is a very fun sport, yes. I'm glad you've been watching the old videos. A couple great people out there who post videos all the time of the older stuff that when it was on TV. The lane, interesting that you guys can really like see it that well. A good price for a set of balls for brand new ones is about $200. You can spend upwards of $400 if you wanted to, but for a good price, you'd pay about $200. It really was, David. It really was a great pickup. Rio off the head pin. Yeah, if you watch a lot, you'll see people with a lot of different crazy throws. And he definitely has an interesting one. John Offer, let's go. Well, not only is it cheaper than 10-pin balls, but you don't need 16 balls, you know. Your set of 4 will last you years and years and years. Spacing of the pins is the exact same, yeah. 12 inches from center. You hate bowling? I'm so sorry, buddy. How does scoring work compared to 10-pin bowling? Scoring is almost the same. First ball is still a strike, second ball is still a spare. Third ball is total pinfall only. Not only is this just like bowling, it actually is bowling. Yeah, this is a family-friendly stream, so we would never drink alcohol on the stream. Candlepin bowling, we like to drink our lemonades here. Yes, generally you do want to throw a faster ball in Candlepin. 10 frames, yep. Same exact as 10-pin. We are at Riverwalk Lanes in Amesbury, Massachusetts. You take that however you want, but we drink lemonades here. No. This is family friendly. We don't condone drinking alcohol. The looks I'm getting from all the bowlers for some reason. Yes, so a faster ball does help with pin action, but you don't need a fast ball. It just helps, if that makes sense. I still have that nagging cough. I think it's going to be going for a little while, but if that's the worst, I can deal with it. Because I was feeling terrible for a few weeks in a row. Yeah. Shoulders generally don't hurt too much doing this. Generally. Oh, great ball from Soucy. There's a strike. JJ saying, so what? Oh, leaving one though.
Is that Fat Joe? Yeah.
The 152 is a great game. There. I was just a little early. That's all. Are women allowed to play? Yes, but not in this league. This is the Friday Night Men's Pro League, so but there's plenty of women that bowl. And on Tuesday night, my next live, we will be facing 2 women, both Sherelle and her sister Jeanette. Bowl with Gary. A 300 has never happened in the history of the game. Is this golf? No, this is bowling. You could try to windmill it, but it is a heavy ball, so you might hurt your shoulder doing that. Welcome from Texas, Ashley. Always good to see our Texan friends. Are women allowed to play? Yeah, just not in this league. This is a men's league. Excellent. I'm excited for Tuesday. There was at one point a women's pro league, but it dissolved. I don't know what happened to it. It's the highest current score for tonight, 7. Because it's a men's league. Bowl against Packy. I don't know who that is. Highest score ever got was 245. 2 different people have thrown a 245. You have Ralph Sem was the first one to do it, and Chris Sargent was the most recent one. A 300 has never happened in the history of the game. Yeah, I don't know who that is. This is definitely harder than 10-pin bowling, yes. If you were good enough, I guess if you did, you could do it, I guess. But you would still have to be good enough to be able to bowl with these guys. So Candlepin began in the 1880s, about 10 years prior to 10-pin bowling.
Hey, 5 and again.
Zero perfect games. In the 140 years that Candlepin has been around, nobody has thrown a 300. No scoreboard here. Nope. It is still pencil and paper scoring. Yes, I have bowled with Dan before. Actually, I don't know if I've ever necessarily bowled with him, but I know him, and I have bowled at least at the same time as him. He was part of one of the leagues I was in. Yeah, there's many different styles of bowling, Moody. You have candlepin, duck pin, 10 pin, 9 pin, 5 pin. So many different styles of bowling out there. Yeah, Marion, the cough's still here, but hopefully it goes away soon. These lanes are in Amesbury, Massachusetts. Nope, no Max tonight. Max spends every Friday with his grandmother. Yeah, I don't know why they're harping on that, Jeff. I really don't. I don't know enough about the pin setters to tell you about them. Yes, we obviously use different balls than 10-pin balls because ours are much smaller. Yep, there's 10 frames just like in 10-pin. I will not be doing that deal. No candle pinning grease, no. Nope. You get 3 shots per frame. Your first ball is still a strike, your second ball is still a spare, just like in 10-pin. Your third throw is total pin call only. Yes, you can use the fallen pins to make your spares and your 10s. Yes, I knew what you meant. What are the balls made out of? Either urethane or a hard rubber. These guys average between a 115 and a 120 for the most part. A 150 is a great score, yes. Honestly, 100 is a good score for regular people. These guys expect more than 100 every time. Lee with the shares. Thank you, Lee. Where is this? This is Riverwalk Lanes in Amesbury, Massachusetts. These guys throw between 30 and 35 miles an hour. I know. Where are all the mods tonight, Lee? I've seen you. I saw John for a little bit. But it's pretty much just you. No, we don't really keep a record on how fast someone throws the ball. It was invented in Worcester, Massachusetts in the 1880s. What's going on, Donald? Good to see you. You're doing such a good job, Lee. Oh, there's Nick. Look at that. Nick showed up. I know you were there at the beginning, Nick, but I haven't seen you since then. How many teams are in the Pro League? 12? I think. Ooh, good question. What's the high single for this league this season? Jeff, what's the high single for this league this season? Do you know?
Who's that for? What? We know.
170 something, that's it?
Oh, okay.
Only a 170 something.
Yeah, of course. Yeah.
I would have definitely expected it to be a little bit more than that.
Oh, perfect. Thank you. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Oh, look at that. Nick's all over the place. He's got both going. Who is my favorite bowler out of everybody here? It's a tough question. I like both these teams a lot. Yeah, I'd probably say Mark Ricci. Mostly because he lets me come down here and record every single week. So there's no Candlepin in Colorado. I'm sorry. I do not ignore the TikTok stream. I do not. I just got both going, and we have more people watching on YouTube, so I got more people talking. I try to answer as much as I can, and if we got more people on YouTube, then I'm going to answer them more. I've never heard of it having 12 pins. Yeah, generally, because they throw it that fast, you generally don't want a curveball. Jeff Buggea. Yeah, that's what they were saying, Jeff. That is my brother, Jeff, by the way. He does. Jeff does a fantastic job as the moderator over there on YouTube. No oil on them. These are just dry lanes. Yeah. Yeah, he throws that backup ball. I think we will at some point. Jeff is my real life brother. Yes, he is. Can you know more about this game? Ask any question you want, Taj, and I will help you out. Yes, that is Justin Scali on the left. Very, very good bowler. That's only because I don't want you to think I'm ignoring you. I love you guys. TikTok is my baby. My moderator, Jeff L, right there. It's my little brother. Yep, so this is Riverwalk Lanes, Amesbury, Massachusetts. And the retro feel is exactly what this place is going for. Best score I've ever had is at 164. JJ Tourigny with just the 3-pin right there. That is a quarter Worcester. And that is just the 7-pin, just trying to match him. Perfect score is still 300. Never happened in the history of the game, though. Now he just hits the 189. Tied up, 4-piece.
So I was way off.
Okay.
But to be fair, there was no there was no 170s. Danny Harris 189 and then 168 is the next guy.
Wow.
Yeah. So,
Okay. So 189 by Danny Harris is the top score this year. But nobody's been in the 170s. That's the only score in the 180s. It was a 189 by Danny Harris. Jefferson.
no, it's not.
It is a very regional thing, yes. It is very much only found in northern New England and Atlantic Canada. In this area, you can go 10-pin bowling, you can go duck-pin bowling, you can go, but Candlepin is the can around here. But there are a couple duck-pin places, a couple 10-pin places, but there's certainly more Candlepin than anything else. What a shot from Soucy. Misses by a foot, but still makes it. Strikes are rare in this game. Max is with his grandmother tonight. Did Tommy Tough Knuckles? Who is Tommy Tough Knuckles? I don't know how many leagues they have here. Probably like 3 a week. Yes, if all you want is a high score, this is not the game for you. If you want to always continue to get better, this is the game for you. Yes, we are the only people in the building right now. Yep. There are open lanes for open bowling. Just nobody's coming in right now. What's going on, Jill? Good to see you. what a shot from Jeff Walsh. Way to kick that over. Yes, plenty of people throw gutter balls. Generally not in the pro league. You're not going to see too many gutter balls, but regular people throw gutter balls all the time. No, you cannot throw a duck pin ball. Duck pin balls are about an inch bigger than a candlepin ball. My apologies with the cough. Yeah, duck pin balls are just bigger than a candlepin ball. When is it my turn? I'm not bowling. I'm not bowling today. These are the pro bowlers, and I'm just here watching the same as you guys. How fast these guys throw? Between 30 and 35 miles an hour.
90% of us, yeah.
Yep. Unless your name is C minus, and then you know 25.
Yeah, I was gonna say.
That's 3 miles an hour.
I was gonna say,
It probably is
I was gonna
22.
say, I think that's being generous.
25, that's 3 or 4 too generous for C.
Yeah.
14. There's a reason why he's C minus, not B plus.
I do need more chicken soup.
Yeah, going back to your early comment, the highest. Remember, you know how Bob Lee's got his radar gun, right?
Yep.
Highest he's tracked is 46.
Really?
Either Bo Prairie or Timmy.
That makes sense.
Or Daly. Bo Prairie, Timmy, or Daly are the highest, are the 3 highest that I know of he's tracked.
That's 46.
One of them has been tracked at 46. I can remember.
Okay. Yeah, I would assume it was somewhere in the high 40s.
Those 3 have definitely been tracked at 45.
My only issue with that is the radar gun from back here is not accurate. You have to have it in front of you. And the radar guns only work when there's stuff coming towards you, not stuff going away from you. So, like, whatever it says, I would buy this for 3 or 4 miles an hour. Yeah.
Interesting.
Because it's behind the wall.
Yeah. Because like, if he was standing like on lane 5, like at, like there when it left his hand, then I can say, okay, like there's fucking 30 miles an hour, 40 miles an hour. But if it's behind you when you throw it, you can't get accurate reading. There's a read.
Interesting.
Okay, well, I guess that makes sense then, because I mean,
Like with a cop car, when you back toward them, they never radar you up.
I mean, and it's
So today we are at Riverwalk Lanes in Amesbury, Massachusetts.
you're gonna have the ball coming at you, so that makes sense. Yeah, that makes sense.
That's what he does that. I'm like, no matter what you say, it don't make sense because you can't do it going away from you. It doesn't make
Yep,
sense.
so this just happens to be a men's league. There are plenty of women bowl Candlepin, just not in this one league. You're waiting for a strike? Okay. I'll talk to a guy, see if he can throw a strike for you. What's up? Well, I know, but they want another one. Ryan says he'll throw one for you.
Yep.
That's what he says. So, next time he goes up there, he's going to throw a strike just for the chat. He said he's calling it now. Yeah, we only drink lemonade here. All right. Yes, so there's a lob line 10 feet out there, and if you throw the ball past there, it's a foul ball, same as if it goes in the gutter. Generally, you want to throw just a straight ball. Yeah, Max spends every single Friday at Grandma's house. He is a good boy and spends a lot of time with his grandmother. He's done that many times. I got a video of him throwing it in the gutter, like immediately. It was like 3 inches into the lane. It was in the gutter. That is him up on the left who called the next strike. Has anyone in this league made the 710? Yeah. It's a lot easier in Canada because we have the fallen pins to help make our spares and our tens. Oh, so close. Yeah, there's a lot of people on there because they have to move the balls back and forth. And our bowling etiquette is completely different than a 10-pin bowler's etiquette. But they do have to move the balls back and forth because it's an old lane and the ball returns on the outside. The only time you can move the fallen pins is if it is too far forward. There's actually a line closer to the pins that you can't see from here. And if the ball is past that, you have to remove it. Exactly. Generally, curving the ball doesn't help in Candlepin that much. No, this is still just a regular league. So if you win today, you just get more points towards the end of the season. And at the end of the season, you get money prizes. It's more like golf meets bowling. Skee ball, I mean, it's a completely different thing where you're trying to get it in a hole, and we're not trying to do that here. My average is about a 105 right now. Your shoulder really doesn't hurt doing this. Generally, your knee will hurt more than anything else. Never seen this before. Doesn't surprise me. Candlepin bowling is a very regional sport, found almost exclusively in northern New England and Atlantic Canada. You generally don't get a medal for doing this. Is there a pro tour? There is not a pro tour, no. There's a pro series, so yeah. It's just not quite the same as in the PBA.
Oh shit, that doesn't count.
Generally, to hit a strike, you want to hit the head pin. But you can hit the head pin perfectly 10 times in a row and only get one strike out of it. Amen to that, Nick.
All right, they both got spins. How about that?
Mark at 0. Why would they do that? Scoring is almost the same as 10-pin bowling. With 12 strikes still being a 300, but it has never happened in the history of the game. 300 has never once happened, so no common 300s. There it is. There it is. Scali on fire tonight. Let's go. It might have bounced past there, but I thought it looked good. Highest score that's ever been shot is a 245. What is Scali's score right now? He's sitting at a 110 plus 2 balls through 8. So. The ball can weigh anywhere from 2 pounds 4 ounces to 2 pounds 7 ounces. But most people who have their own are going to use either 2 6s or 2 7s. You can throw it a little bit into the air, but that second line, you have to make contact with the lane prior to that, or else it's a foul ball.
Everybody's talking about that fucking loud.
That's what I love to hear, Sour Patch. Yes, I do know Charles Collins. Yep, he's bowled with me a bunch of times. Awesome kid. Just a super nice guy. I love Charlie. As far as I know, the most strikes in a row is 7. They are in the 7th and 8th frame of game 2 of 3. Yes, you can bounce the ball so it hits just before the line. The balls, anywhere from 2 pounds 4 ounces to 2 pounds 7 ounces. No, they're a different material altogether. 10 pins are like a coated pin, and these are just solid rubber pins. Soucy with a great ball right there. I wish you had this in the South as well. I really do. We need someone rich to start taking interest in this game. I think there's the same number of left-handed bowlers as right-hand, like as same ratio as there is in regular life. Being a lefty in Candlepin isn't as big of an advantage as it is in 10-pin. Well, you do it in 10-pin because you would break the pins. The ball is just too big. Why don't you spin the ball? There's no oil on the lanes, first of all. And so you're not going to get that same motion that you do in 10-pin. And just generally in Candlepin, a hard straight ball works best. Yes, throwing it fast is the best way. I don't think I almost said regular bowling, because this is regular to me. Yep, they are still in the 7th and 8th frame, just like I said earlier. Oh, did I? Okay, maybe. Overhand throwing is illegal. That is correct. It has been 4 weeks now, Jason. 4 weeks with this cough and this cold. I am so sick of it. I just want it to be over. Yes, Candlepins are lighter than 10 pins. 10-pin pins weigh 3 pounds 6 ounces, and a Candlepin pin weighs 2 pounds 8 ounces. No, the pin decks are not oiled. There's 10 pins in the same configuration as 10-pin bowling. Yeah, I know. I have some Ricola ones that I thought I brought with me, but I didn't bring with me. This game is so incredibly hard, and these guys do make it look easy. Yeah, Cam Man has been taking over for you, Jeff. He's been answering all the questions, doing everything. All right, Fuller, pin's still falling for him. Aside from the obvious, there's 3 throws instead of 2, with the third ball just being total pinfall. We leave the pollen pins up there to make our spares and our tens. And there's no oil on the lanes. I might have to try the Portuguese moonshine. That might help. Moose has been bowling really well recently. Yeah, Candlepin's big up in Nova Scotia. Fuller. Oh, come on. That should have been a strike right there. No, the pins actually last a long time. Your average Candlepin lasts about 15 years, believe it or not. That is a 2-pound ball. Would it make a difference if there was oil on the lanes? I assume it would make a difference.
Congratulations on the first pair. Finally surpassed Emerson.
Wow, Mark with a great throw, but doesn't want to fall for him. Just waiting for that piece of wood to stop moving. Checking it out, seeing how he wants to throw it. because it's really not as popular as 10 pin, in my opinion, because the big companies that make the pin setters make more money on 10 pin machines. So when new alleys were opening back in the day, they pushed 10 pin more than Candlepin. Highest game at Riverwalk Lanes, the 194 by Keith Beaupre. Yes. It is a spare on your second ball. On your third throw, it is total pinfall only. They just switch back and forth because the ball returns are on the outside. They have to actually move all their balls from one lane to the other.
Oh my God.
Yep. The only one is at the Wyoming Civic Center in Ohio, as far as I know. It's the last one standing out there. Come on, it wants to fall. It wants to go. Total pinfall only. So if you knock them all down your third ball, it is just a 10 with nothing extra. Lisa with the hand hearts. Always good to see you, Lisa. Highest game at Academy, I believe. I gotta ask him again. I thought he said it was like a 198 or something. I'll have to ask him again though for sure. I don't remember for sure. Well, you got to try it, Brownie, before you say it's, you know, that you prefer 10 pin better, but it is very, very tough to get a strike here. A high average is 100. So it's a score count if they strike with ball one. The exact same as 10 pin. You get 2 extra balls at your next frame. I go live every Tuesday night, every Friday night, and then randomly outside of there. So I'll be live this Sunday, possibly the Sunday night also, but every Tuesday, Fridays for sure. What's going on, Hamster? Good to see you, bud. That's what you got to do, Chase. Just sell off everything, move back up here. It's the way to do it. I think they should be all over the country. I agree. We just need someone with a little bit of money and wants to invest in this. That's what this game needs more than anything else. There is none in Alabama. I'm sorry. Scoring is almost the same as 10 pin bowling. Your first ball is still a strike. Your second ball is still a spare, just like you know it in 10 pin. Your third throw is the only difference in scoring. It's total pinfall only. Now, Brown, next time you come to New England, give it a try. So tonight we were at Riverwalk Lanes in Amesbury, Massachusetts. Well, this is game 2 of 3, the final one. But, or I don't know if you mean what is this? Candlepin bowling. I think it's a good place to visit. It is American and Canadian planet. Of course, I'm a Red Sox fan. I'm from this area. Yeah. Candlepin. So like a candle that you light. That's because I'm talking so much and my throat is getting dry, even though I have water. The cough definitely feels like it's getting worse, and my voice is, I'm losing it. The third throw is just total pinfall only. If you knock all the pins down, no bonus, it's just a 10. Ricola. I know, I need it desperately. Jeff Buggea. Wow. crushes the pocket there and left with absolute garbage. Yes, it would be an open frame. You could have a 10 though as an open one. So, yeah, that's what these guys are tonight, Les. These guys are the pro Candlepin bowlers.
Don't say that too loud.
Okay, well,
Don't say that too loud.
a couple of them are at least. Hey, what's going on, Sonia? I am trying to watch all the comments as best I can, but I do have TikTok and YouTube going up at the same time, so trying to read both it's difficult. It's difficult. Yes, the bonus balls are the exact same as 10 pin. First ball's still a strike, second ball still a spare. Why do they throw it so fast, or why is the game so fast? Either way, because it's Candlepin bowling and we like things fast. Scali finished with a 138, actually, Knuckles.
Yeah, good.
Good to have you back, Emily.
I'm not gonna get a foot. Didn't you grow up in this fucking place?
Because this game is that hard, Josh.
I've never been here.
This game
seen
is
the
that
building.
hard. The ball doesn't do what you want it to do half the time, and even as accurate as these guys are, sometimes it just doesn't go. It is. You should absolutely give me a follow.
Jesus, who brought that new guy again? We got a couple new guys over there.
It is not easy. I'm sorry.
You know what? Good ball right there.
People seem to like Candlepin bowling, so I feel like I've really found my niche out here. Did the left lane pick one at a full rack? Yes, that is a thing that happens, Barry. Sometimes you can hit just the 2-pin, just the 3-pin. You can pick any one of them. The only one I haven't seen is the 1-pin. I think it's more fun than 10-pin bowling, yes. Strikes are very rare in Candlepin. Your average pro bowler only throws about one per game, on average. No, please keep the questions coming. Your average, pro average is about 115 to 120. Some people are around the 110 mark, but generally 115 is about where you should be.
Very. Very.
Yeah, don't swear. Don't do it. I want to try 5-pin. Never done it before. Heard good things about it. This is not only like bowling, it actually is bowling, Woody. It's just not the 10-pin bowling you might be more used to. This is. It actually is. It actually is. Yeah, so this is Candlepin bowling, and it is the best kind of bowling there is.
This is where 10-pin bowlers' egos come to the top.
Amen to that. Who's got the highest average playing right now? Well, you guys, he's not here playing right now. Out of you guys, who has the highest average? You? No. Here though.
Unless.
Yeah, Fuller's probably got the highest average. How long to be a 95 average Candlepinner? It's harder than you think. Although if you're a frequent 10-pin bowler and you joined a league, before the end of the league, you'd be a 95 average, hopefully. Who's winning so far? me to tell right now. And there's no screens here because it's still on pencil and paper. They are slightly taller than 10 pins. You're right. Not by much. I think they're about an inch taller than a 10 pin. I don't generally have access to the back so you guys can see the how the pins are set up. Where is this located tonight? Tonight we were at Riverwalk Lanes in Amesbury, Massachusetts. Yes, the pins are heavier in 10 pin. They're 3 pounds 6 ounces in 10 pin, and 2 pounds 8 ounces here in Candlepin. Hit the head pin. That is the goal. To hit a strike, you gotta hit the head pin.
Do it again.
I am not. No, not playing tonight. This is the Pro Bowlers, so they're a lot better than me for the most part. Brian Fuller. Nice. Oh, hit it. Hit it. No. Pin was hit. Doesn't want to fall, though. Candlepin balls are either made out of urethane or rubber. Yes, Tuesday you'll be able to see me live. Sunday you'll be able to watch me live. I will be showing the King of the River tournament this Sunday, where I will be defending my title. He's okay, Mark. He's okay. Of course, we couldn't make that spare there, so I don't know. I don't know if he's that good. I mean, at some point, Billy, I'm gonna fill in again. At some point, but that is not today. You don't have this in the UK, unfortunately. But that's why you get to sit and watch me instead. No one's ever thrown a 300 game in Candlepin, Damien. Never a perfect game. 245 is the most that's ever happened. Yeah, I don't know why it's not on TV anymore. It should be. Who won that one? They did? Oh, okay. Academy won that one. What was it? 556 to 505. That was a big win for Academy there. 245, the original one happened, I believe, in the 80s. I think. I'm not 100% sure about that. But the most recent 245 was in 2012. Yes, it is harder than 10 pin to score, for sure. He actually never said that. I just said he said that. And then he was like, no. Because I jinxed him, basically. Ugh, 2:23 in the morning is so late. Nope, we have a set of 4 balls, and they're all the exact same. There's no difference between them. It's basically just so we're not waiting for another ball to come back. Twice. 2 people have gotten a 245. Ralph Semb and Chris Sargent. Oh, nice shot there from Southall. 100% you should try this at one point in your life. Many times I've woken up at 2:23 in the morning. Now Jeff doesn't bowl. He just watches me, and he's learned quite a bit over the past I don't know, month, 2 months that I've been doing this on YouTube. Well, that's the best thing about this, Emily, is any one of these guys right now could break the record. And it can happen, you know? There is no Candlepin in Florida. We don't buy balls by the single. We buy them in sets of 4. And a set of 4 can run you between $200 and $400. Who is the GOAT of Candlepin? Probably Craig Holbrook, Tommy Olsta, Stasha Zernicki. There's a few names out there. Thank you, Jill. Are we far from Florida? Yes. If I wanted to drive to Florida, it would take me, I don't know, 30 hours, I think, to drive there. It would take a long time. We've done it before. We have driven to Florida. Ouch, that is just the 2-pin right there. Rebecca Susan with the heart me. Thank you, thank you. It is called a strike. Yes, some people do get strikes. Strikes are just very hard to get. Jeff Surratt is another one of the best out there. It's not 30 hours. I feel like it is. I feel like it's at least 24 hours. By pro, that means it's really a scratch event. And it is not mini bowling. That is actually a different kind of bowling altogether. How many guys would you say have a 200 to their credit? Right now, probably less than 20 would be my guess.
5 times, 140. I'll take it 3 times a night.
I'll see you on Sunday, Kim. I'll be live at 9:30 in the morning local time for the King of the River tournament. Okay, so 24 hours. Whoa, Sean with the $4.99. Thank you so much for that, by the way. Yes, Candlepin is definitely harder than 10-pin bowling. They both have their own skill sets. Obviously, to hit a strike requires a lot of skill in 10-pin, where in Candlepin it's almost kind of luck to hit a strike. Your skill in Candlepin really comes from your spares and your 10s. So it's definitely harder to score in Candlepin, but they both have their skill sets. I don't like saying that one is necessarily harder than the other, but it is certainly harder to score. Yeah, there's hundreds of 300s.
Slow it down.
568 to 561. Wow. So if Academy had just bowled that time. Yeah, 300 has never happened in Candlepin. I would guess.
He put that directly on top.
Well, I know Brian Fuller has a 224. Because he had the record here at Lafayette Lanes. It was which is an insane 224.
He takes it way too literally.
The max score is a 300. A 310 pin is still very good, but literally hundreds of them happen every day. We are in New England, yep. This is Riverwalk Lanes in Amesbury, Massachusetts. No oil on the lanes. Nope. Is it scored like 10-pin bowling? It's very similar. Your first ball is still a strike, second ball is still a spare, third ball is total pinfall only. Mike, really? Okay. It is possible for the, yes. There are 12 inches in between each of the pins, and the ball's only 4 inches wide, so you could definitely throw a ball in between all the pins if you hooked it. You cannot throw it overhand. That's a spread eagle right there for Jeff Walsh.
Oh, both of them!
Come on, one more for him. I think that piece of wood actually held that pin up that time. Whoa, what a shot from Jeff Walsh. Spread eagle made. Now that's a highlight shot for sure right there.
One of the hottest shots on the deck.
Yep, that was an incredible shot right there. Highest score you can get is a 300. It's never happened though in the history of the game.
Just tell my highest weight was 245. It's happened twice.
I mean, we have our own version of a perfect game, and that is basically a clean game in 10-pin, where you don't leave a pin standing. No oil on the lanes, that is correct. Yeah, Candlepin bowling is the #1 form of bowling here in Massachusetts. Where is this? This is Riverwalk Lanes, Amesbury, Massachusetts. There he goes. Lee already had it. But... Oh, it is significantly harder to hit a single pin here than 10-pin. Because a 10-pin ball takes up half the size of the lane. I know I'm exaggerating, but kind of. When Max really started getting into it, he was around, I think, 12, maybe 11, when he really got into it. And then he's been doing it nonstop ever since. The line before the arrows is called the lob line. Your ball is to make contact with the lane prior to that. Or else the foul ball, same as if it goes in the gutter. Right now, Academy is up in total pinfall right now. Jeff is pretty smart, you're right. Yes. Well, that's why you really don't want to hook the ball. Because can you imagine missing the head pin and going behind it and then missing every single pin? Like, that would be the absolute worst. At least if you throw it straight, you're going to hit something. This is more popular than 10-pin bowling, yes. Massachusetts, New Hampshire, and Maine, Candlepin is the king for bowling. Strikes are rare in this. Your average pro bowler is only going to throw about 1 strike per game. I don't even know where that is, Montague. PBA versus CPA? What is the CPA? My average is about 105. Yes, they all have their own sets of 4 balls. That's what they're doing right now, is they're moving them from one side to the other. This is an older lane, so they have to... the ball returns are on the outside. They have to swap them every 2 frames. There's not a huge difference between the two. Between all the weights of the balls. It's only 3 ounce difference between the lightest and the heaviest you can use. But there is a big difference when you're throwing it. You can feel the difference. Oh, yeah. Yeah, we have like an ICBA, the International Candlepin Bowling Association. Yes, they're... yeah, so one has its own ball return. and then 2 and 3 share one, 4 and 5 share one, 6 and 7, and then 8 also has its own. Absolutely. More than happy to teach Candlepin bowling. I don't know, Michael. I don't know why that is, but also I'm glad that they're bowling on these because it's better for where I set my cameras up. It's better for it to be here. Yes, we do throw it 3 times. First ball still a strike, second ball still a spare, third one is total pinfall only. No, it is just these 2 teams playing tonight. It is a very difficult game, but it is so much fun. Are the lanes smaller? Nope, it is the exact same. 60 feet long, 4 feet wide. I mean, you have the 10 bowlers, you have me, and there's 4 fans just here watching. How long do the games usually last? In this league, it's about an hour per game because we have 5 bowlers. So you'd probably say about 10 minutes per actual game. It is all about the accuracy. Deluxe, I am not bowling tonight, no. I'm just watching the same as you guys. This is the pro bowlers, and I'm good enough to sub in once in a while, but not generally good enough to actually be on one of the teams. Yeah, usually a little after 10 o'clock is right. 10, 10:30, somewhere around there. Yeah, there's plenty of women who bowl in Candlepin. It's just not in this league. No, when I say pro bowlers, that basically means it's a scratch league. There's no handicap in any of this, so you want to be the best that you can. I don't know if I necessarily want to be on one of these teams all the time. I really do enjoy being behind the camera and watching you guys. Highest score ever was a 245. Tap in twice.
Come on.
Preachers always come out. No, you cannot make big money in this kind of bowling. Generally, this game is just a hobby, more than anything else. They can make a little bit of money here and there, but no, this is not, you're not doing this as a job. You gotta come back then, Selena. Candlepin bowling is so much fun. No. 10 pin, definitely you can make more money. Nice shot, Scali. But for the most part, like it's nothing you want to do for a living.
Each one of them was lined up that way.
I would love to see that.
One of them like that. 3 of them are going to come back like this. I'll take my chance with that all day.
Sorry, Lee. Did you catch my cold? Is that what's going on?
Yeah.
This is so fake bowling. Okay, you say
yeah.
so. Who's ranked number 1?
Big ball right Tell that kid he has to shut his mouth right there. You're fucking joke. Big ball my ass, yeah.
He got muted right away.
Big ball.
Oh, someone said fake bowling. Yeah.
They call this fake bowling. I call that a fake chat.
Why do people in my league bowl 5 frames in a row?
Try doing it, we'll see how fake it is.
I like 5 frames in a row. It lets you get into a rhythm and a groove. The reason you guys in 10 pin don't do it is because it would mess up the oil, I guess, if you were too consistently throwing in the same spot over and over again. And we don't do that because there's no oil in ours. That's what I was told. I don't know if that's true. But I like 5 frames at a time. I think it's the best. This one's 2 frames at a time. Reminds me of Terrell Owens when he used to do that. What's the history behind it? It actually has been around a little bit longer than 10-pin bowling. We just like to make it hard on ourselves. I don't really know. But it's been around since the 1880s, invented in Worcester, Massachusetts.
Come on, George.
17,000 likes right now on TikTok. Let's go.
Yeah, you're welcome.
I'll tell you, do something to that.
That 148's a great one. You can spin and curve the ball, but generally you don't want to. Oh, they love it when the socks go all the way up. Yeah, generally the best way in Candlepin is to throw a hard straight ball, though. So a curve ball doesn't really help all that much. Yep, we use regular bowling shoes, regular Dexters, stuff like that. There's 10 pins in the same configuration as 10-pin bowling. Yep, you can definitely throw a slower ball. You're just not going to get as good a pin action as you did. I never really understood the skee ball reference with Candlepin. Yeah, ball and pin stay on there. Well, this is a regular bowling alley, just it's not a 10-pin bowling alley, it's a Candlepin bowling alley. This is the normal style of bowling in this area. It honestly just, it's the camera angle, it always is. While there's no foot foul lights here, generally these guys aren't going to be crossing the line. It's the camera angle. It makes it always look like it. This is Riverwalk Lanes in Amesbury, Massachusetts. This is definitely bowling, yes. It's not a 10-pin that you might be more used to, but it is definitely bowling. Mark Ricci crushing the head pin there, leaving the diamond on the left-hand side. The OG bowling, for sure. Jeff does a great job, doesn't he? Yes, we all use our own balls. Generally just for consistency's sake. House balls are going to be varying weights, varying, you know, whatever. And when you have your own sets, it's very consistent. A good pro score is 115 to 120. It's a good average to having. Obviously, they're going to be looking more for the 130s and stuff like that, but. Mark Ricci feels like he's throwing it a little harder than normal. Fuller with a great ball there. Oh, there's a strike for it. There's the strike. Bruce, we always we want the moderators to mute people who are rude. I will always want that. There's no reason to have rude people in here. We want to cultivate a friendly place, you know? And if you're going to just come in here and be rude right away, get rid of you. We'll just get rid of you. It's easy. Yep. Lee does such a great job clearing out the rude people when they do. Highest score you could ever get is at 300. It's never happened in the history of the game, though. Best Candlepin score ever is a 245. I agree. This sport would be more popular across the whole country if we could, if people knew about it. We're using Candlepin balls.
Yeah.
Highest score is 245. That is correct. Yep. All that looks right to me, Lance.
Exactly. Let's go. Come on, Southie. Yep.
No, duck pin balls are just a little bit bigger at 5.5 inches. And they can weigh up to 3 pounds, I believe.
There you go.
This is older than 10-pin bowling, yes, by about 10 years. Modern 10-pin.
Wait. Just wait.
Whoa, that almost took it. Yeah, lanes are the
I
exact
watched
same
them
length as a 10-pin. Wow. That's what we need. Blitz. We just need someone with a little bit of money who's going to come down and start building more lanes. That's what we need. Well, let's hope he doesn't do that. Accuracy is the main strategy. Speed is just a big help to that. That's usually what she does. I mean, every once in a while, you know, people get busy and they can't show up. But we haven't seen Travis all night, so. No, the machine in the back is a completely different machine. So you can't go 10-pin bowling here also. Yes, it is very frustrating, but it's very rewarding when you actually get those strikes. Yeah, 10-pin bowling is definitely easier to score than Candlepin for sure. You do, you get to throw it 30, 40 miles an hour if you can. You cannot throw your 16-pound ball now. The machine in the back couldn't handle it. Yep, we do get to use our fallen pins to make our spares and our 10s here. No, believe it or not, your shoulder really doesn't hurt all that much. I've never had an issue with my shoulder. Yeah, I know. I do have my water with me. Yes, Jeff Buggea has a great backup ball. No. Actually, I have had issues with my elbow once. But I was throwing it a little differently, so once I fixed that, it kind of took care of it. 3 shots per frame. Yep, first ball is still a strike, second ball is still a spare, third ball is total pinfall only. Highest score I've ever seen is a 204. Steve Walker threw a 200, and that was the best I've ever seen. Only 200 I've ever seen. Scali with a nice spare right there. He throws a really good ball. Scali throws a great ball. I've never seen anyone use a glove. People asked about that last week too. What's up, Lee? What does total pinfall mean? Just a 10 would be the most. Is the scoring the same as 10-pin bowling? First ball is still a strike, second ball is still a spare, just like in 10-pin. And third ball is the total pinfall only, which is just the total pins that fell down. That's how we count it. There is very little candlepin bowling on television. There is a sports network in New York State that carries a few programs, but not a whole lot. Jeff is a real person, I swear. My high score is a 164. Nice. It's, yeah, you could say about 45 minutes from me. Manchester's not that far away. Yeah. Give me a follow, and then, like I said, every Tuesday, every Friday, I'm pretty much live. You couldn't throw it 100 miles an hour, but you could definitely throw it pretty fast. This is called Candlepin bowling, and it is the best kind of bowling there is. Why aren't they tapered? They are a little tapered at the top. Not a whole lot, but a little bit. Top and bottom. They do have this in Canada, yes, but we are... it was invented in Massachusetts, and we are still in Massachusetts right here. You cannot throw it overhand. And remember, it's not as light as a baseball. It is still 2.5 pounds. It is... Oh, don't be surprised. Even I'm never surprised when someone says they've never heard of this. Candlepin bowling is very regional, and if you've never been to New England, you might not have ever seen this before. But again, for us, this is such a normal thing for bowling that, like, big ball bowling is the weird one. There is a Candlepin Hall of Fame, yes. Yes, there is. No oil on the lanes. Yeah, it's a little too heavy to throw it like a baseball. It would be hard. It's much bigger than a baseball. It's more the size of a softball, but even like heavier. Highest score you can get is a 300. 12 strikes is still 300, but it's never happened. I don't know exactly where it is. I assume it would be in Worcester, but I've never been there. The Candlepin Hall of Fame? Yeah, I've never been there, so. Yeah, Worcester, okay. I would assume that because that's where it was invented, but I've literally never been there. What year do you think we can achieve a 300? I don't think it'll ever happen. I don't think a 300 will ever happen.
Oh,
Yeah,
sorry,
on Saturday we would always be watching Candlepin. Worcester, yeah. That's how you pronounce the city. I mean, it looks like it says something else, but it's Worcester. So is this Abby or is this Emily? So now I gotta know what to say. I'm not inducted into it yet, Cactus. I think that's a long ways away if that were to ever happen. Okay. Well, it's good to have you here, Abby. So these guys are averaging about 30 to 35 miles an hour. Well, remember, I've only been doing this for a couple of years, so give me another 15 years and then we'll talk about it. But for now, I'm just a regular guy still. Again, like I said, Cactus, it's only been a couple of years that I've been doing this. No, neither of my parents did Candlepin. My grandmother did, but both my mother and my father. My mother did 10-pin bowling. But thank you, Cactus. There's a ton of great Candlepin bowling places here. Amesbury seems to be like a center for Candlepin. We have 2 Candlepin bowling alleys in this town alone. And then within an hour, there's at least 10 different places. Candlepin and duckpin are not the same thing. No, Candlepin balls are a little bit smaller than duck pins, and duckpin pins are more like 10 pins but short. Thank you, Lee. Keeping my head shrunk down. I appreciate that. That's what I've been told. I've been told that it's calming for people to watch this.
You all right? We okay?
Jeff is the goat, isn't he? He's a real person, but he knows what he's talking about. So this is Riverwalk Lanes, Amesbury, Massachusetts. And you can still find a lot of Candlepin bowling here in Massachusetts, New Hampshire, and Maine. Oh, unfortunately, I just clipped that pin on the end. Just 2 teams tonight. So this is a travel league. So we have a home team and a visiting team. So this same league is at a lot of different houses right now. I will watch a few 10-pin bowlers on that stream, but they have to kind of do it like I do, where they're talking to the chat the whole time for me to really like them. Yeah, even though duckpin has never had a 300 either, and they have a slightly bigger ball. Unfortunately, there's nothing anywhere near Pennsylvania. You're going to have to come up to Massachusetts, or there's one in New York State that you might be able to go to, but that's still northern New York State. Come on, 1 second. That cough's getting me. That's much better. I had to move the microphone away from me that time. Yep, you can definitely get gunner bumpers. Yep. A lot of places it's just automatic. They can just come up, just like in 10-pin places. Yeah, duckpin has 200 games, but never a 300 game in duckpin. True. Definitely not in a league, but yeah, if you're just bowling for fun. Oh, nice shot, buggea.
Pick me up, buddy.
There it is. Scali making his also. Well, the way he comes from so up high and brings it down, it makes sense that it's a fast ball. Yep, you guys get to use the fallen pins to make your spares and your tons. You know how mad they would be when they came back and saw that their mod privileges were taken away? It is much harder to score than 10-pin bowling. That was the perfect placement for that ball. I thought that was going to go. Can the bowlers hear me? Yes, they can. Especially where it's a quiet night here. I know on like my Tuesday league, generally they can't hear me unless I'm yelling. But here, they're literally right in front of me, so they hear everything I'm saying. So if you know the Lafayette Club, this is right next to that. If you don't know that, then it's next to Ristorante Molise. They get 3 shots per frame. No oil on the lanes. He's a big boy. He does look like a Viking a little bit. No. It's only a spare on your second ball. Your third ball is total pinfall only. He's somewhere around like a 115. Yeah, ball returns are on the outside here. I don't know why it's not fully packed on a Friday night. Parking is tough here. That could be. I don't know. Just a slow night tonight for whatever reason. That was just the 1-8. The 9 stood. That was just the 1-8. And Jester, this is Candlepin bowling, not mini bowling. Mini bowling is like a bar game. No, this is not duck pin bowling. This is Candlepin bowling. Well, weather's actually okay tonight. Like it's cold outside, but it's still at least not raining or snowing. Half Worcester right there for Matt Soucy. He bowled recently in Portsmouth. Had like a special charity function. It's 2 completely different skill sets between Candlepin and 10-pin. Because knowing how to curve the ball like you do in 10-pin isn't going to help you all that much, but it will help you. Just you have good hand-eye coordination, so that'll help you. Oh man, Caps. That's not going to cost you a whole lot at all. I'm not keeping score, but they do have a scorekeeper keeping score. Cactus. I'll be live on Sunday too if you're around on Sunday morning for the King of the River. No, Max doesn't bowl on Friday nights. He generally spends Friday nights with his grandmother.
He'll be up here soon.
Yep.
He'll be up here soon. Max. He'll be up here soon.
Max is a good bowler, but like I said,
He's surprised if he was next year. Leading off. He's surprised.
interesting. Make your own bouncy ball. That sounds like fun. Why don't they move the pins closer together? Well, the pin machines are already set, so you're not going to move them any closer without making a new machine. Yep, there's still 10 pins down there. Why not throw a shower? Why don't they throw it slower? Generally, faster balls mean more pin action. This is an OGL, yes. Riverwalk Lanes has been around since the 1940s. Please don't do that. Something would get caught, I know, in the machine. I know it would break once they get down there. Walsh with a great ball. I thought that was going to go right there. Yeah, there's no rivalry from our side. Feels like a lot of 10-pin bowlers want to make a rivalry between this and them. I don't understand why, but between this and 10-pin? Between this and 10-pin? No. Oh, between you guys, yeah. Oh yeah, for sure. There's plenty of rivalries there. Yeah.
Better than a 10-pin bowler that comes to Candlepin.
Yeah.
Money on the table. Any one of us can go to a 10-pin league. and within at the end of the season average 170 to 180. Guaranteed. Any of them come here and average 110, I'll eat my hat. Eat my hat. I got a nice brutal tattoo.
Does anyone ever get strikes? This isn't really a strike game. It's definitely more of a spare game or even like a 10 game than anything else. No, they don't need to throw that hard, but it helps. Okay, just a single pin for Fuller. He loves these single pins. I know one night they had a whole trick shot night that they had set up here. Mark is fantastic, yes. He is the owner here at Riverwalk Lanes. And he has a lot of personality, that is for sure. If you throw 3 strikes in a row here, or not here, at my normal place, you do get $20.
Yeah, I get the 10 pin.
Mark's asking his team on how to do this. I know, me too, JTZ. I feel like this should be. What did I say? It is not expensive to go Candlepin bowling. Nice shot, nice 7-10 pickup there. Bangor Brewer Lanes. Fantastic bowling alley. Penny Lanes with the nice bar right next door. Yeah, Eric, if you're not in this area, you're not going to find any. Yeah, there's nothing in LA. So here, if you want to go open bowling, it is $14. This is the cheapest place I've ever seen. But it is $14 for 3 strings and a set of shoes.
Somebody from the screen just called the bowling alley to say hi.
Whoever's watching and called the bowling alley, I'm not going to be talking. I think so. Yeah.
Like I told him, come on up and 5 hours isn't that bad.
No, you do a nice weekend trip. 5 hours is nothing. It was.
Make sure it's the summertime.
Yes, I say that all the time. Never come here in the winter.
I mean, we're right next to the ocean. It's gorgeous.
Yep.
I mean, Long Island is surrounded by water, but you know. I think our water looks better.
I feel safer going.
They can have some
Best pizza.
Yeah.
Okay, Lee. No problem. Enjoy the night, Lee. I can take care of it. I do appreciate everything you've done tonight. All the mutes, all the Cap at the 1 chili for the strike. Yeah, Jill's here too. I appreciate it, Lee. Though. Thanks for everything you've done tonight. Yeah, I've been to a couple places that charge per hour. If you bowl fast, it's a good deal. But if you go with kids, it is not usually a good deal. Cap breaking out the big bucks with that with the 1 chili pepper. He's just given Travis, I think, the biggest hard time. Come on, that pin was hit too. What's going on, Skip? Good seeing you, buddy. Yeah, I've seen $40 an hour in Candlepin also. Yeah, Bangor Brewer was $29 an hour.
Oh, come on,
Rio is good, yeah. He's finally getting a groove in right now. Now that the night's over. Buggea on the headpin. Scali, great ball on the headpin, but takes out just the headpin there. Come on, hit it! Hit it! Wow. Don't forget to, if you're watching this on YouTube, make sure to give me a follow. Don't forget. We do go live twice a week, both Tuesdays and Fridays every week, and then this Sunday we'll be live for the King of the River here in Riverwalk Lanes. Highest Candlepin score, 245, just like Jeff said. I am the current King of the River here. They have a weekly tournament, and I am the current champion, so I will be defending my title. No, I didn't bring the belt with me tonight. I mean, I did. It's in my car, but...
That's too good. Can't lose face.
Yeah. I bring it to my leagues, though.
That was the whole point of it. Take it and flex it everywhere you can.
Yep.
I had a belt for something.
I'm glad you found the channel also. I'll defend the title. I'm going to win it. Thank you, Caps. Appreciate it.
Paul Grant looks just like
Paul does look like Steve.
big time. Paul looks like
You should definitely try other forms of bowling. Candlepin bowling is great. Duckpin is fine. It's good to try new things. I don't know. Since I started going live over here on YouTube, the subscribers have just been jumping up. So I think it's awesome. Yeah. This past Tuesday, I wasn't great. I figured it out at the end, but it was a little too late at that point. The Tuesday before was great. So on the third ball, it is not a spare. On the second ball, it's the normal spare, just like you know in 10-pin. On the third throw, if you knock it all down, it's just a 10 and that's it. Just an open score, basically. Yeah, of course. Amesbury is the greatest small town in Massachusetts. Who bowled the 245? Ralph Semb was the first one to do it back in 1984. And Chris Sargent was the most recent one to do it in 2011. Mike Kelly, good to have you here, buddy. A good average for a professional is 120. If you can average a 120 in the pro league, you're doing pretty good. Correct, no carryover to the next frame. Yep, it's just a 10 and that's it. And you can't get a 10 just in 10-pin. Nobody in the 1800s hit 245. 1984 and 2011. How many candlepin lanes? Not candlestick, candlepin. I don't know an exact number of how many candlepin lanes there are, but I would guess probably around 100. Izzy, good having you here, buddy. You're the best in the world if you have a 135 average. Nobody would be better than you. Mike, the best way to increase your average is to bowl with better bowlers. If you're bowling in a casual league, bowl in a more competitive league. Bowl with better bowlers, bowl against better bowlers, do tournaments. That's the way to get better. Oh my God, Travis actually shows up. Lee would have lost his rocker if he saw you here right now, Travis. He specifically said if Travis shows up in the ninth, he's gonna lose it. This is it. We have one more bowler after this. Riverwalk is a vintage bowling alley. That's the best way to put it. No electronic scoring.
Just like me.
Just like it was back in the 1940s. Ah, okay. Yeah, I guess. Yeah, the old school feel here is fantastic. I love it here. Yeah. We all have good days and bad days, BLG, so just keep working at it. No TV scoring here, no. It's all still pencil and paper. Central 3 with a 625, jeez. Yeah, oh yeah. Yep. I am live on Sunday. Sunday 9:30 for the King of the River. I will be live. I won't be bowling in that until the finals.
I will be at Lakeside. I won't be there.
I get it. You're scared. Don't.
Yeah.
No problem. I totally get it.
I'm going with Alan Keswick.
Nice.
What's a Lakeside?
Best box number.
Oh, the best box. Okay.
Yeah. That's hilarious if you do travel. Oh, please. That makes me laugh out loud. What's solely on luck? Oh, shucks. So Adam, this is called Candlepin bowling. It is the best kind of bowling there is. Leah, I said that you were going to lose your mind if she showed up in the ninth, and that's exactly what she did. West D becoming the number 38 member of the team. Thank you, thank you. The ball can weigh between 2 pounds 4 ounces and 2 pounds 7 ounces. Ouch. I don't think anyone will ever bowl a 300 in Candlepin. This is called Candlepin bowling. Mark, having trouble with the single pin?
No love there.
Marky Mark and the Ricci bunch. Candle, C-A-N-D-L-E. Mark Ricci. There's a strike from Mark. It is very popular in the Boston area, yes. My highest game's a 164. They throw it between 30 and 35 miles an hour. There it is. Aki Mob with the strike. Last 2 balls of the night. Can he throw a double strike? Not today. Best Candlepin player in the world right now is probably Danny Harris, would be my guess. I mean, she showed up, so I can't strip her her moderation rights away like you asked me to earlier. So because she showed up, I can't. Everyone on YouTube, I'm going to say goodnight. So make sure you give me a follow if you want to watch again live. Every Tuesday and Friday night, I am live. And then Sunday, you're going to get an extra special one. Who won that game?
I don't know.
Okay.
Probably not us.
Academy wins that one also. So they should have taken 6 points. Yep. Anyway, have a great night, everybody.